And I'm sure everyone will discover this for themselves. You then start meeting people, like-minded people. We met actually because I wanted to do my house in a traditional manner, something which had to do with my identity and heritage and history. So I came in contact with them as a client. Gradually we came to become real good friends, and then of course they introduced the idea of Goshae-Noor, which was really trying to at least do whatever we can in terms of promoting understanding of what real Islam should be, or let's say the actual face of it.
Last time the first sort of session that we had, the first seminar, 3 topics came out from the discussion in the workshop. And the workshop was about trying to find out what religion is about, how it affects society and so on. All sorts of questions. So what came out of it was that we should have a seminar on diversity of thought within Islam. Then the second seminar was about the environmental crisis, because some people in the workshop raised the question, what do we do about this crisis that the world is now aware of? Halwa hunda na tade ko? Doodh kam ho gaya hai. Chalo theek hai. And the third one was about Islamic art.
Arzigar.
ये क्या है?
ये ढक्कन खोल कर देखिए आप.
The sort of low self-esteem most Pakistanis have. You couldn't possibly relate to your own things as things which were of merit. And Islam or spirituality or dhoti or pagdi are all, I think, the same category for us, because they're embarrassing for most people because they're old-fashioned.
बस यही मसला ना फिर साहब आपकी चीज़ों का काम नहीं करती बस.
नहीं तो ये क्या है?
ये रेप्लिका है पुराने पेन केस का. मुगल की रेप्लिका होगी. 1 year ago, we thought that many people who we meet are also looking for material as a resource or as support in their search. So we thought that a bookshop would be a very good idea. This locality is called Mia Mir Pind, Mia Mir village, because Hazrat Mia Mir's mazar is close by. And on the left, what is now Mia Mir Pind used to be Dara Shiko's, the prince, Shah Jahan's son, his garden.
Gosha-e-Noor is not is a shop. It has the layer of buying and sell, but that's just a function which is part of this world. The main thing is that when you come there, you take something for yourself intellectually, you take something for yourself spiritually, you understand something of the current debate and the clash that is going on in everyone's life in this day and age.
Me and my wife, we had lots of fights on everything. From the selection of the verses, I used her library, which was just wonderful.
My motivation for setting up GoshaeNur, and of course then goes into GoshaeNur, is because my own personal background belongs to that same class of English-speaking, Western-educated family, where whatever you do, if it's symbolized, if it's come from the West, if it's in terms of food, if it's in terms of dress, if it's in terms of the way you meet people, the way you mingle, the way you live your life, it's absolutely fine. But as soon as you start touching anything which has a religious connotation, it's regression, you're going the other way, that's not which way the world is going. You have to drop all that and you have to be like this.
वो पुराना कल्चर जो मुगलों का सासा है वो नापैद होता जा रहा है, वो गिराकर मार्केटें बना रहे हैं. और अंग्रेजों का कल्चर आप महफूज कर रहे हैं. ये टुलिंटर मार्केट को ऐसे रहने दें, हाई कोर्ट को ऐसे रहने दें. और वो जो प्योर मुगल एसेट से हमारे जो हमारा विषय है वो हवेली का गिरा कर लोग मार्केट बना.
जी जी जी.
Basically, for me, that meant I have to go to the hairdresser and cut my hair. I have to go to the beauty parlor and make sure I look good. I have to wear sleeveless clothes and I have to be proud of the fact that I have a body. And I must... and intuitively, I always felt uncomfortable with that. And I always found the clash that I saw in society since I was as a child extremely confusing. But every time I would take a step to go towards the other side, I'll have a whole group of family members and friends grabbing hold of me and saying, no, this way. I sort of rebelled. I said, no, I'm sorry, but I have to go that way. Because that's where it seems to me that that's where I'll find myself. Then I found people coming to ask me, can you teach us also what you have learned?
And that was a process in which she collected all her books, which is a wonderful resource. This is all Hafiz Saab's work. In the last 2 years, we've been slowly working on our next exhibition. The two main sections are the basic sources, which is the Quran and the Hadith. The next one is about Arifana Kalam. One of my favorite sections is what's called the Malfuzat, the recordings of what the saints say in their daily gathering. All the arts are like reminders of the greater reality. Then there's a whole range of traditional perfumes. Through their language, that is their forms, and through their artistic principles. After the rain, the way the earth smells, that's what it smells like. Same clash between modernity and tradition is found in the arts, especially the calligraphic arts. And there seems to be, for most artists, a need that it should also be contemporary at the same time. Not understanding that the principles of modern art are diametrically opposed to the principles of traditional art. This is the artistic objectives or the philosophy behind producing those works, because we feel that there are certain qualities which Islamic art expresses which doesn't need any words.